Hello, my dear friends. 1 year later, I'm back in Istanbul, standing in exactly the same places where I filmed last summer. And today I want to do something a little different. Before we talk about prices, inflation, or the Turkish economy, I want to ask you one simple question. Do you think a city can tell its own story without saying a single word? I think it can. Sometimes you don't need official statistics. You don't need government reports, and you don't need anyone explaining what is happening. Sometimes all you have to do is stop, look around, and pay attention. That's how I usually travel. I don't try to prove anything. I simply observe. This video is not about numbers on paper. It's about what I can actually see with my own eyes. A year ago, I walked through these same streets. I stood on these same squares. I filmed these same cafés, the same ferry terminals, and the same waterfront. Today I'm back. So let's compare them together. I'll show you exactly what these places looked like in July 2025 and what they look like today in July 2026. I'm not asking you to agree with me. I just want you to look at the same scenes and decide for yourself. Has anything changed? Are there fewer people? Do restaurants look as busy as they did before? Are people still spending time on the waterfront the way they used to? Is the atmosphere different? As I walked around the city, I couldn't stop noticing small details. The kind of details that rarely appear in economic reports, but often say much more than any statistic ever could. So, let's take a walk through Istanbul together. And along the way, I'll also share what I've noticed about prices, inflation, and everyday life in Turkey over the past year. Now let's talk about prices. Over the past year, the Turkish lira has weakened against the US dollar by only about 20%. If you only look at exchange rate, you might expect prices to rise by roughly the same amount. But that's not what I'm seeing. From my own experience, many everyday essentials have become 50 to 100% more expensive. The biggest changes were impossible to miss. Basic groceries, medicine, public transportation, even a simple bus ride that cost me 23 lira last year now costs 41. A ferry ticket that I remember paying around 45 lira for is now close to 90. Some medicines that I bought last year are almost twice as expensive today. These are not luxury purchases. These are everyday necessities. Things people simply can't stop buying. Interestingly, I didn't notice the same dramatic changes when it came to clothing or shoes. For sure, some prices have gone up, but nothing compared to food, medicine, or transportation. That made me curious. If the currency lost only about 20% of its value, why are so many essential goods becoming so much more expensive? The answer seems to be much more complicated than just the exchange rate. Businesses are paying more for electricity, fuel, transportation, rent, packaging, and wages. All of those costs eventually end up in the final price that customers pay. At the same time, salaries have also increased in many parts of the economy. The government has continued to adjust pensions and public sector wages, and many private companies have raised salaries as well. But here is the question that really matters. Have incomes increased as fast as the cost of everyday life? For many people, the answer is probably no. When the price of food, medicine, transportation, and utilities rises faster than your income, you don't need an economist to tell you that life has become more difficult. This is exactly why I prefer walking through the city instead of only reading statistics. A busy restaurant, a crowded square, long lines at street food stalls, people shopping without constantly checking prices. These are often the first signs of how people really feel about the economy. As for the future, I don't think prices are going back to where they were. Even if inflation slows down, that doesn't mean prices will suddenly become cheaper. It usually means they will continue rising, just more slowly. Of course, I could be wrong. Nobody knows exactly what the next year will bring. This is simply my personal opinion based on what I've seen, what I've read, and what I've experienced during this trip. I'm not trying to convince anyone. I'm simply sharing my observations and inviting you to make your own conclusions. Stay with me until the end of this video, and you'll see what this district of Istanbul looks like today. This is one of the city's most popular places for both locals and tourists, with many famous landmarks nearby. You'll see what's happening here during these days in July 2026. Compare it with what I filmed 1 year ago, and decide for yourself how much this place has changed.
Birisi giysi gibi bir tane.
İsmail bu bardağı alacak değil mi?
Alacak gelecek.
Gitmesin. Eminim.
Anne sen namaz
Orada mısın? Bir kavramı var mı? Sanmıyor lan. Yani şimdi Ferdi'nin bir arkadaş alabilir ama onun kadın dediği falan var. Olabilir. Alabilirsen sana yoksa o alacak.
Direkt banklarımız var. Kooperatifde kavaşlarda koyuyoruz.
لا لا خلاص
gel. Seri yap. Niye böyle paketler koydular?
Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy this kind of documentary-style travel content, where I compare places over time and share what I notice with my own eyes, I'd love to have you here for the next journey. There are many more places to explore, many more stories to tell, and many more changes to discover together. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, share it with someone who might find it interesting, and subscribe if you haven't already. If you'd like to support the channel and help me create more independent documentaries like this, becoming a channel member is one of the best ways to do it. Thank you again for being here. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.
Sonra bir yere gelirsin, tıkınırsan 3 ay 5 ay suları. Adamına göre değişir. Ondan sonra da yine akar. Bu kirazlı. Benim deneyimim.